And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is just trying to get the run game going here backed up just to give themselves an opportunity to operate, but they're not physical enough up front. That running back, lucky that wasn't a safety, going down at the 1-yard line.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Going to try to get it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. No huddle here for the offense.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Pirates are flying down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were. That's why they got the 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Back to throw, it's Ward. Looking to the big tight end. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, to give to the back. Turns it on at midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
To the air, it's Jordan. Might be looking to run. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David. I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play. And you're trying to capitalize on momentum and trying to create something and hit the home run. But you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ward. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. He finds his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. The Pirates will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give out of the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Ward. Got the quick pass. It's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been in.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 10, East Carolina 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harrison. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Touchdown, Pirates! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
Fair catch called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Outbreaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds some room out of the backfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They want to just keep throwing it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
4th down, gotta have it here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's going to pass on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We've got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive.
Snags it on the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been
that was a certified hood classic.
College football.
Certified. Oh my god, I got that on video. Oh my god, I got that on video. That is a certified hood classic. Oh my god. Who did it? Who did it? That's mine, right? Yeah, that's the interception that I did nothing with. I'm a fraud. Who did it, bro? Who was this? Was it Walter Nolan? Was Walter Nolan certified hood classic? Oh my god, no, it's Demon Clowney. Of course it's Demon Clowney, bro. Of course he's showing up in the South Carolina Gamecocks. If you guys don't know, this is Jadeveon Clowney's cousin. This right here is Jadeveon Clowney's cousin. Look at this, bro. Oh my god, I'm so glad he sent this. Because look, he's going to get doubled here. He's not getting doubled. These guys are going to be I don't know what he's doing. He's doing nothing. He should be blocking somebody. He's about to go block Leon Sandcastle, so the blocking things are all messed up now. Demon Clowney steamrolls this big... Who is this, bro? I don't know who you are, but I'm going to look anyway. Who are you? You're a bum, that's who. I have no idea who you are. That's Jake Miz. Jake Miz is absolutely... Oh, Jake Miz is doing nothing. That's the problem. What I should have done, what I would have done if I wasn't too worried about playing coverage, I would have brought Leon Sandcastle. By the way, this is just Deion. This is just Deion Sanders. It's the upgrade player for the spring. Deion Sanders and Tarquin Woolen. I would have brought them down so they were rushing the edge immediately, but I was too scared that he was going to snap the ball while I wasn't doing it. I wasn't going to be able to switch on a Brian Bosworth. So I just stayed on Brian Bosworth. And here's what I'm thinking he was doing. Because he really... Okay. Deep-wise, man should not be throwing maybe to 2. Actually, with how this played out, was he going to be open with how this played out? Actually, with how this played out, 2 was wide. Matthew Golden was wide open for a game winner. So I think that's where he was going, because I don't really think anybody, nobody else is open here, because he's getting tracked by like 2 safeties. It's just pisses me off. He's getting tracked by 2 safeties. This is where he's trying to go. This is intercepted, 100%. I'm getting there with Brian Bosworth, or one of these guys who's getting down there. Matthew Golden, this bum. That's Derwin James, you fraud. He's wide open. Go cover him. That's probably his zone too. Maybe he does go make a play on it, because like where this guy's open, unless he jukes me out of my mind right here. No, Derwin James is literally running the opposite direction. This guy is wide open. Unless Joey Porter Jr. is like the most goated player on the team, which maybe he is. And he goes into that stop. Matthew Golden is wide open. What am I doing? Okay. I gotta go check stats, because this is crazy. This is crazy up here. Dude, I'm so glad I kicked my field goal. When did I take this field goal? When was this? Oh no, this is the fumble that I did absolutely nothing with. Oh my god, this is an interception. Who did I throw to? Oh yeah, this is the absolute fraudulent throw. Why am I making this throw? Look at this throw. Look at this is a dude. I'm so bad. I should never be making this throw. If he's not guarding it, there's a chance that I switch on to Evan Engram and make the aggressive catch. Absolutely not. Where I'm throwing this, absolutely not. This is a pick from Joey Porter Jr. is going to slap this down. No shot I'm making this. Where did I take this field goal at? Was this like the end of court? Was this like the end of the second quarter? Yes, it was. Dude, this is such a clutch. This is such a clutch kick. I want to see how close this was to not going, because I know it was not that close. I know it was not that far. Not going in. Oh, actually, okay, that had some yards on it. I could have made that farther. Yeah, that had yards on it. Was it close? Was it a little close? I know I'm being an absolute bitch. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, nah, it was actually okay. That was a good kick. I'll give it myself. This throw was insane. I low-key have no idea what throw this is. Matthew Golden for 18 minutes. What am I throwing this? Where is he? Where is Matthew Golden? Oh my god, this is oh I know exactly what that is. This should be a tackle, EA. What are we doing? He just ran through me. He is teleporting through me right now. This should be a clothesline clean tackle. Okay. There was a absolute fraudulent shit here. Where is this? I don't know. We won. That's first round of playoffs, boys. That was a clutch victory. Real.